Hi there, this is Gary Ryan Blair, and in this message, we're going to talk about the importance of treating yourself extremely well, about what you can do to spoil yourself rotten. So let's get going. So I'm a big believer that how you treat yourself sets a standard for how people will treat you. That's why you want to focus on treating yourself to a lifetime of joy and happiness. See, happiness is an aphrodisiac, and anyone who's experienced it will crave it again and again. Happiness is also a choice. It's an emotion that can be found in any circumstance. Happiness is a natural state, and it's best demonstrated by children. Happiness is everywhere, and it presents itself in abundance throughout each and every day of your life. Happiness is contagious. It's a gift that we give ourselves, and one which we spread to others. Happiness is inside each one of us. It's a spirit that we liberate and we find spiritually liberating. See, those who live in, share, and spread happiness possess true wisdom. And an essential part of your journey is the pursuit of happiness, as you're accountable for all you do, as well as the pleasures that you fail to enjoy during your lifetime. Therefore, you must count the days, the weeks, and the life experiences lost if you have not been moved to laughter. But contrary to popular opinion, it's perfectly okay to have fun in every single thing you do. See, being happy is not selfish, it's not insensitive or self-centered. It's actually natural, it's normal, and it is quite healthy. Every aspect of life blends better with joy and with happiness. Happiness and laughter can lubricate the most tedious chore and infuse even the most serious of situations with the lightness of love. And the mere thought of joy should bring you back to your core values. Why is that? Because one of the earliest lessons we subconsciously learn is that the joy is in the journey. See, as children, we found happiness in playing with our food and learning how to walk and taking a bubble bath. But just what happened to that joy? Where'd we lose it? Many of us eschew the simple pleasures known to children because we've been running tapes in our heads that say, grow up, quit acting like a child, be serious. But when we regain the childlike joy and happiness of simple pleasures, the process of living more simply becomes much, much easier. We therefore see that there's little need for complexity in living and much happiness in simplicity. Happiness then must once again become the core value that it was during our youth. Happiness needs to be incorporated into every decision that you make, every relationship you enter, and every activity in which you engage. When asking the question, does this decision fill me with joy and happiness? The answer should always be transparent. And just as a scale is used to measure weight, it can also be used to measure happiness. So how would you measure the quality of your most significant relationships on a scale from emptiness to complete and utter happiness? How would you measure the quality of your chosen vocation on a scale from boredom and dread to joy and happiness? No one should ever be involved in a relationship or engage in work that is not completely joyful or that does not provide you with a feeling of immense pride. See, the ideal lifestyle begins with an ideal emotional state, and your outlook on life is not to be determined by your circumstances, but rather by each one of your choices. And you can choose to be happy. Unfortunately, most people don't enjoy life, they simply endure it. They incorrectly think that they can't be happy because of all their problems, and that life has to be perfect because they're happy. But the truth is, a problem-free life simply does not exist. So if you're staking your happiness on the absence of problems, I assure you, you'll never be happy. If you're ever going to learn to be happy, you've got to do it in the midst of life's issues. Happiness is a choice. It's not the absence of problems, but it is the attitude that you carry regardless of your problems. Happiness adds years to your life and life to your years. But we must make it count one day, one moment at a time. You've got but one life to live, so treat yourself to a happy one and spread the joy wherever you go.